Hey guys, Reese here. I am BigBoy467 back here, and today I'll be showing you how to make this beast right here, which is the little, what is it? I don't even remember what it's called. But I don't have another one of these clips, so I'm going to kind of leave it out. Maybe I'll just cut this one off, if this one's better. But right here, I have erector set pieces and a pin to support it, but don't have any more of those, and most people do not have erector sets, which is sad, but first thing you're going to want to do is take like 4 or 5 pieces of paper and straighten them out. And pull these back real quick. Get them where they're all straight, get everything out of the way. And you're going to roll them up very tightly, as tight as you possibly can, because the tighter, the sturdier it's going to be. So, hopefully this works. I haven't ever tried it like this, but I built something else like it, and it was really almost impossible to cut through it. But so you're going to want to roll it up as tight. Grab electrical tape as always on this channel. You're always going to need electrical tape when you build stuff, because I have like 8 rolls in my room. And what I'm going to do is roll all the way down. And I'm going to try to do this pretty quickly. So I'm going to pull it out a frame and just kind of talk to you. But basically, what this is it's our base. I guess you can call it a base for the weapon. This is going to be what everything else goes on. But there is one thing that is kind of self-explanatory to this thing. Well, don't really point it at anybody, please, because I don't want to be sued. So don't shoot it at anybody. Shoot at some targets. Maybe you can build. I can show you how to build some of mine. We can shoot, and I think this is gonna work pretty well. But after you have that done, you're going to need a marker like this. I guess I used the cap for that airsoft gun we made. But basically, what you're gonna do: pull this out, cut right here. And if you can't pull that out, cut. But basically, then get some rubber band and put it on here. Like if you want to, run a rubber band over it, tape it, and you've got this little thing, which is really easy to make. Okay, and basically this right here, as I said in the homemade weapon thing, is this. You can tell I broke the rubber band off. That's actually the rubber band I used to show you how to make the airsoft gun. So this is going to be right here, and so what you want to do, put it towards up here, and just grab your electrical tape, put a piece on, start to roll it around like this, making sure not to cover up the rubber band, because we want it to have all the flexibility it could possibly have. Try to get it on here as straight as possible. Sorry I pulled that out of frame, but it is, you don't know. I need to figure out a better way to record these, like setup wise, because the setup I have right now is almost impossible to roll electrical tape around. And I'm rolling it around a couple times because it's kind of what I need. And you can see on here, it's on there pretty well. This might not stretch very well. It's on there pretty well. And this is basically a pretty basic build, but it is a very deadly one. And just a second while I cut the clip off the binder clip. I think it is a binder clip, what it's called, off of the other one real quick, because I have a huge one, but it's too big. That's actually not what she said. But as you can tell by the amount of time it's taking me, and I'll hit my finger, to take this off of you, that I had it on here pretty freaking well. And I'm surprised about the amount of duct tape I'm having to pull off. Here, a little clip. The remnants of, what is it called? So, place it back as far as to the back as you want. Actually, what you want to do first is pull it like this. Okay, pull it like that. Put it, actually, it's really confusing. So if you have it like this, pull this part over like that, and you're going to want to tape it on here, pretty close to the back. Actually, if you want a really powerful one, as close to the back as you can. I'm going to tell you again, I'm pulling it out of frame so I can actually tape this on here pretty quickly instead of spending 4 hours and bumping into the thing that's holding up my camera. And so once you have that, push it back on here, but you want to pull this where it's facing down, grab your electrical tape again, put it from here and run it around a couple times, but do not get it. See where this duct tape is? Where it has a little bit of space right there? That's what you want to do. And if you don't have electrical tape, duct tape is just fine. Actually, it might be a little bit better. But, and last thing you do, pull it back on there like that. And you're pretty good working thing right here. Oh, and by the way, for ammo, see if I can find my little bolt. So, if you want to make this one, basically what you do, take a regular old pin like this, a big pin, take this part out, take this out, pull the ink cartridge out, throw it away, and if you put it back in here, it's not going to leak ink everywhere, so it's okay. Fill this with some weight somehow. If you can't, it's just not going to go in very far. Take your knife and cut a notch at a 45 this way, cut a notch at a 45 this way, so it will leave this little thing. And what this does is when you put it in here, it has a notch for it to grip, because this, I'm pulling on it pretty freaking hard. It's not coming out. The weapon actually started to bend before it started to come out, so that's always a good, that's a good sign. But always kind of push it through here like that. I'm gonna take it out of camera so I can actually get it. Crap. Grab it again like this. Pull this all the way back so you get it in your notch, and my rubber band actually just broke, but that's because I had a too small rubber band. But once you pull it back, it'll shoot. Actually, I'm going to pause the video real quick and replace the rubber band with one that will actually work.